I'm gonna lift this up a little bit and straighten it. Here we go. Okay, opening up a perfect filled bulk bag. Let's take off the tag. We'll put that around the jar in a minute. And opening up what I call the Rosebud Knot. Pull the strings here from the neck, and then they just lift over the top and pull through. They're tied together at the end to reduce tangles and keep them secure. Now I fill this up to the top of the line here. So we'll get a very full jar. What I love about the mason jar funnel is you can go super fast. And then to get all the little bits at the bottom of the bag, you can turn it inside out, and it's easier to keep this step from making as much of a counter sprinkle event. Now check out these bags. They are safety stitch serged with cotton thread to be very sturdy. It was a feat to find someone willing to do cotton thread, but I wanted to make these bags so that at the end of life, they would be compostable without any work from the user except for removing the metal snap on the side. Once you've emptied out the last bits of food, these are ready to be washed. I might not put coconut in my the next time I fill it, so I'm gonna put it in the wash. And the instructions are machine wash gently, hang or tumble dry low. These are made from an organic cotton poplin, and I chose it because it's dense for things like flour so that they stay in the bag, and it's shrink resistant. I've tested it on warm water wash, although cold water wash is better for the environment. And I've tested it in the dryer on a normal setting. For me, a gentle wash, I like to keep my small things in delicates bags. And this is my favorite delicates bag. It is designed by a woman in the UK. She sells it out of the UK on Etsy, also on her website. It's always great to go to websites if they exist alongside Etsy. This is the only one that I found that has a zip, which is really convenient. So what happens if you don't fill the bag all the way to the top? It looks a little bit wrinkly up here, and that shows that the food is not like puffing out the bag to the top of the image of the print. But you can count the notches and choose other containers. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 cups of food. And instead of putting it in a 64-ounce bag, I'm going to use a 32-ounce jar and a 16-ounce jar, which gives me 4 plus 2. There's 1. And here's 2. Chunky, irregularly shaped foods like muesli. Muesli, yeah. They're a little bit finicky. So it's nice to have a mason jar funnel to help settle the food into the jar. And it's helpful when you're filling the bag to settle the food into the bottom of the bag. And then we're getting a lot of like oat flour on the counter, so I'm gonna sweep that up when I'm done. Probably go through the smaller one first. So I'm gonna put the refill reminder label on the bigger jar, and then I'll be able to take that to the store and fill that bag again, maybe next time to the 64-ounce mark. But this shows you the versatility of the system. Next up, here we've got some quinoa. I'm gonna take off the tag. Open the bag by pulling the string around the neck, loosen it, undo the loop. Here we go. I'm going to turn it inside out to get those last bits. This is ready for the wash bag. This is ready for the cap. And the tag. Ounce bag. Let's see it. All right. I'm going to try to fill this without the help of the funnel. It's just a matter of finding the right angle. Maybe going a little bit slower because you're not doing that full vertical drop. The thing about not having the mason jar funnel is that it's a little bit messier for these last little bits, but I have a really nice counter sweep that I'll show you. Yep. Now, I didn't settle it and really make sure I could get the absolute most out of the jar, but this is pretty close to all the way full for a really fast fill at the store and a satisfactory amount of food. Cap, label. Here's another 24-ounce bag. What have we got here? Hemp seed. Hemp seed is the second ingredient in what I said was coconut milk. It's actually coconut hemp milk that I make at home, and I love it. It's a recipe from Minimalist Baker, and for me it's superior to almond milk because hemp seed has so many great minerals and proteins, and it's a more climate beneficial plant than almonds with the droughts that we're experiencing in California. I really filled this bag, and as a small food, when you fill a bag with small foods, you're gonna usually get a higher fill level because you don't get as much air taking up space in the bag. So it's a matter of really settling it in and using the funnel and shaking it down. The mason jar funnels are for sale at Rainbow Grocery in the last aisle for just about $9 or $10, and it's a fantastic tool. You can use it for dry food, you can use it for soup, so you can store cooked foods in jars for glass food storage to avoid plastic touching your food, especially hot food. All right, what have we got next here? Oh, I can check the label to see. Sunflower seeds. I use sunflower seeds in a Save the Tuna salad. I use almonds, not in my milk, but in a faux tuna salad that I like to make. You soak almonds overnight and sunflowers for about 10 minutes, and sunflower seeds, and then you add kelp powder to give it that taste of the sea, and some dill if you like, some pickled pink onions. I like, the recipe calls for pickles, but I use relish because I like that little bit of sweetness, and then I avoid the sugar that the recipe calls for, the original recipe. All right, so I didn't settle it and fill it all the way to the top, so this is the level that I've got here, which I'm happy with. Then I label the jar, and when I run out of sunflower seeds, I know that I'll be taking the tag and a bag to buy some more. All right, what's next? Let's do a little table sweep. This is a Rediker table sweep set that I love. I got this at Earthen in San Francisco on Fillmore Street. It's a magnet, and I'll empty this into the compost when I'm done. Finally, we've got a 32-ounce bag. It looks like I didn't fill it all the way to the top. We're gonna get just under this neckline here. Whole wheat couscous. So in each bag, or in each set of bags, there'll be an instruction sheet, and it talks about the learning curve of using perfect fill bulk bags. While it's fast and easy, there is like an element of presence and attention to getting to that top fill line. You can almost take it as a challenge. Either you're gonna get the absolute exquisite top to the jar perfect fill by paying really close attention, or you'll get pretty much there, but not have to deal with too much food so long as you don't fill past the line. The couscous are really small, so it's nice to have the funnel to catch the little bits. Here we go. Inside out, outside out. Label that jar. These are my homemade labels. This is a better one. I've started using this organic linen tape that can only be found in Korea. It's great because it's... All right, so here we go. Let me turn this over so you can see the food size. I've got my pantry. Some of these are labeled in pen. Some of these are labeled in pencil, which gives you more flexibility. And I've got my bags, which I'm gonna put in my wash bag. Made by Organic Stories. She produces with organizations in India. If you go to organicstories.com and read the story, it's pretty cool. This is ready for the wash. This can hook onto the straps of a shopping bag. And when this is done, it can also go into the shopping bag, and you can refill with food. You can wash them outside in or right side out. I'd love for someone to give it a try and let me know. And you can use your own delicates bag, but if you buy this one, also let me know. I am talking to the woman about maybe selling them from my site as well. Thanks for watching my decantathon.